right, let's move on, folks. Our next group, okay? We have, actually, she's going to be a panel host. She's been practicing as a physician assistant for almost 28 years now. She works full-time as a pediatric and adolescent PA. And also, she is an international board certified lactation consultant. She is a Elite Pro 7. I mean, she's, folks, when I say this, she's knocking on the door at Pro 8. She was recognized at the Global Convention as a Life Venture Award winner. She's the first in our company to achieve that in 3 months. And I can proudly say that she's on our team. She and her husband, Mike, and their 2 girls, Jessie and Taylor, they live on this wonderful island in Georgia called St. Simons. I'd like to welcome Elite Pro 7, Debbie Zito, to the training this morning. Deb?
Hey, Gabe, how are you?
Great. I thought what you can do is, first and foremost, thank you so much for putting this panel together. I thought I would just give you the reins, and if you want everyone to come on now, or if you want to introduce them one at a time, it's just totally up to you. But we are really looking forward to hearing from your superstars, and I'm sure you're going to let the entire audience know what they've achieved just last month. They were all at the Global Convention and talking about what they learned from there. So I'll give it to you.
Thank you, Gabe. Thank you so much. Just want to make sure you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Hello from St. Simons Island. Hello, everybody around the world. You guys, we woke up to a beautiful morning this morning. A little bit of fall here, so it's wonderful. So I want to tell you all a little bit about my story. First of all, I would not be here talking to you, Gabe, and everyone this morning if I did not attend my first event. And if you look at my screen, this is so much fun because I woke up this morning and what popped up on my Facebook memories was my very first event. And this is Dr. Sean McKee and I there. And I literally, you guys, went to visit my friend. I went to enjoy some company with her. I knew I'd been on the products. I felt tremendous. And I wanted to share a little bit, but wasn't quite sure about making it a business. So I went to this event and I was motivated by everybody I met there, the stories, the people, just learning more about the products. The whole thing is just incredible. You're motivated by the power and the energy behind all these stories, and you're propelled from there. So I came home from that event thinking, you know what? I think I can do this. I'm going to share it with people because you do. You want the whole world to know about these products. They're incredible. I have this amazing rock star team lined up this morning. I've got Abby Drury, Kim Landers, Gloria Overholt, and Suzanne Watson. Everybody just returned from our global event, and it was wonderful. And I can tell you the passion behind these people is so inspirational. So when you look at my slide, this is I showed you the first picture. That's Dr. McKee and I on there. I sat in that meeting just so inspired. I've been to 2 events since then, and I had a beautiful vision at the first meeting of me on stage speaking, and here I was just at last global event on stage in my red dress, and I thought, wow, this is incredible. I've got an amazing company that stands behind me. They have a lot of fun. You can see our corporate staff. This was hysterical. Everybody was up there. They lost a bet, so they had to do a lovely dance in front of all of us. Everybody just had a great time. So let me introduce my first speaker this morning. This is Abby Drury. Abby, I came home from my first event, and Abby was on my heart, and I motivated by attending the event and learning how to share with people the most incredible products, I reached out to Abby. And Abby took our products and she had great success, and she literally came to me and said, Debbie, these are the most incredible products. Why are you not telling everybody about it? And that's our story. And I've got Abby joining me here this morning. So I'm going to slide over and let Abby tell everybody a little bit about her story, and you will definitely be inspired.
Wow. Hey guys, I am so excited to be here today and to talk to you about attending these events. You know, I first attended my first event was in Anaheim this year. And believe me, that is the moment that I just had that aha moment, you know, because that's when your vision really becomes your reality. When you are there and you can see all the success and see the excitement and feel it just behind the company, you have a moment that you think, you know what, this is something I can do. And so, you know, by seeing the company just recognize everyone at every single level, that really empowers you. It lets you know that you can move up in ranks, you can share this product with others because it empowers you to go home and to make those dreams a reality. You know, this is something that it just builds your self personally, these events. You know, it's about building your team and building your company, but the personal growth that you walk away with is undescribable. You just become a different person. This last event we were at, it was a lot of, I'd say, spiritual growth, because I feel like we were really moved throughout the entire event. It's almost as if each speaker was had a higher power telling them what to speak to. And the biggest thing I walked away from this last global event was, you know, really letting go of things that hold you back. And it was all about forgiveness. And you don't realize how much that can bring you down and stop you from reaching those next goals in life or that next mission that God may have for you in life. And so for me, this past event was very, very moving, motivating, and just made me feel so empowered to come home. And it's a contagious feeling. You come home, you spread that to your team. So even though all your team members may not be able to make it because of work and other things that they have going on in life, you can come home and you can spread that excitement to your team and rally them and get them excited for the next event. One example that I do want to share with you guys is my team, how much it grew just from Anaheim. I had a lot of team members that actually went out to Anaheim for the Elite Academy that we had in July. And when we got back, this team was just on fire. They were on fire just to inspire and help their team. And boy, that just took off like a wildfire. One person, I am going to pop her up. I do have Flat Laura because she is amazing. And she has so much success from our Anaheim Elite Academy. So since then, she attended Anaheim. Her numbers doubled. Her growth doubled. She reached Pro 6. And it was because she was inspired to lead her team, and that contagious feeling that she had just spread throughout her team. And so it's so important, guys. I will never, and I'm going to say never, miss an event. I will be sick if I'm not at an event for sure, right, Debbie? Because I will go to all of them. They're just so wonderful. You know, when I walked away this past event and hearing Debbie say that her vision was that red dress, this event, I was given the opportunity to be on stage and to represent our company for the international panel. And I got to look at all those white couches. And I focused on Gabe because I could see Gabe. And that's what kept me calm. Gabe, thank you for keeping that eye contact with me. But, you know, I looked at him on that white couch and I thought to myself, very soon, Gabe's going to need a family couch because, first of all, I don't want my own couch. I want us to have the biggest L-shaped couch there. So we're all on that couch as one big family. And honestly, that's what I walked away with this last global meeting. Pro 10 seems so big and astronomical, guys, but if you give yourself one single vision, and that's what these events do. So my vision is the white couch now. I'm not going to think numbers. I'm not going to think, oh, wow, how far am I from it? I don't even want to crunch those numbers anymore. My vision is that white couch, and I want a family couch. When I hit Pro 10 and we need a couch up there for my team, I want Gabe to order us. Gabe, you got this? We need an L-shaped couch because I want the whole family on that couch. it's attainable, it's reachable, and that's what these events really do. They make you see that whatever your dream is, you can reach it. All right, guys. So I'm going to turn this back over to Debbie.
I love that, Abby. Okay, Gabe, you're going to need about 6 of those L couches out there. Okay, let me move on to my next slide. You guys, this is Kim Lander. She and her sweet husband, James, are just amazing. They started the business and immediately signed up for the first convention that was in, their first convention that was in California. And they've just attended our last one in Utah, and they are just an amazing couple. And Kim's going to tell you a little bit about what the importance of attending a LifeVantage events have done for her, just personally and for her business. And I know she's going to tell you a little bit about this, but can you guys say Pro 5 Hustle? This girl made it to Pro 5 while we were there. In fact, her whole team, several of them rank advanced when we were there. When I say the spirit was overwhelming, it was incredible. We were just whoop, whoop the whole weekend. So she is on board. She's got her first $500. She's going to get that $2,200. It's just so motivational. So let me turn it over to Kim, guys.
Good morning. Good morning. It is such an honor and privilege to be able to share my heart with y'all this morning. When I was thinking about events and I was thinking about like what these events have really done for me personally, and as well as for my business, I kind of had this thought this morning: events are like NRF1 for our soul. When we go to the events, we are just getting empowered and encouraged, and we are literally plugging our soul into just fueling it. And I just thought that was like the most powerful thing. And so I have, like Debbie was saying, I went to California, the Elite Academy, and then I also just got back from Utah. And y'all, it is something that you just do not want to miss. The personal growth that occurs at these is just, like I said, it's literally you're plugging yourself into just an infusion of what it takes to lead and guide. You think about your business, and while we work this business as a team, each team has to have a leader, and we are all leaders. And so essentially we have to learn, you know, how to lead. And for me, I have learned that leading with my heart and in love has just been huge. So taking that and combining it with the events, you know, if you went into a business and you went into a store and you went in and they had never, you opened the door and this store never took the trash out or never cleaned, you would know that the minute you walked in. The minute you opened the door, you would be able to smell and see the clutter. And when you go to events, you are allowing yourself the opportunity to just declutter. One of the things that we learned this last one is forgiving yourself. As Abby was talking about, it was huge. It was like such a spiritual event, I feel like. But you're allowing yourself to declutter so that you are not growing. So you're not, when you declutter yourself, you then are able to put more of the positive inside. So then when you meet with that prospect or when you just go into the store, you're allowing them to see the positive. You're allowing them to see the love. I tell my kids all the time that we are what we put into us, and that is true with our food, our music, you know, the things we watch on TV, the things that we read. And so if you want people to be attracted to you, you've got to make sure that you're putting the good inside of you. One thing that in the past, I will say, you know, prior to LifeVantage, I really allowed fear to control And I allowed that to control my life. And I've learned recently that fear is false evidence appearing real. And so when you realize that, you know, the fear is something that we can, once we recognize it, we can leave the darkness behind, and it gives, you know, we can't have light and darkness at the exact same time. And so once the light comes in, the darkness goes away, and we're able to just be that light. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. You know, we don't have to have all the answers. We only need to stay connected to the one that does. And so don't miss don't miss an event. It's definitely something that will be life-changing, not just for you, but for your entire team. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm going to let Debbie get back on.
Okay, isn't that beautiful? You guys see how I'm inspired every day? I mean, God has the most incredible team, and these events do exactly what Kim said. They declutter your mind and open your mind to amazing possibilities. Our company has all of these doors open for us, and these events provide just more open doors for you. So I'm going to introduce our next guest speaker this morning. This is Gloria Overholt, and I had the delightful pleasure of really getting to know her this past weekend. And she is a doll. She rank advanced, you guys, not once, but twice while we were at this event. So Gloria, I'm going to turn this over to you. Tell us a little bit about why you feel it's important to attend these events.
Okay, let me see if I'm on. Hi, everybody. So thank you, first of all, for giving me this opportunity, Gabe, and this is just so exciting. My first experience at convention, and I went into the convention, into the weekend, super passionate about the products I had already seen and experienced, just life changes in my family. So I was so excited to go and learn more. And what I experienced is sitting in this convention and realizing that as I heard stories of people all across the globe and just everywhere sharing these incredible experiences, I began to realize that this is so big, and I could just feel myself getting so excited, because what I realized is this, y'all, hope. And this is hope for so many people, this product, and it's really changing lives everywhere. And so I just came away so excited and so ready to get home and to share this with other people. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. And then the second thing that I wanted to share with you about the convention and what I experienced being at the convention was this, the power of teamwork. So right before I got there, my sweet little distributor, Sarah, she had just made Pro 1 and Pro 2. I think she made Pro 2 the day before we went. And so when we got there, everybody worked together to get her to Pro 3. We bought product under her, and as she got to Pro 3, it really kind of gave me a shot of adrenaline that maybe I could get to Pro 4. So that just pushed me forward, and I just realized the power of a team working together. And my upline, Kim Rank Advanced, Patty Rank Advanced, everybody just kind of worked together, and it was synergistic. It was awesome, and it was beautiful. And I realized something, I'm not doing this alone. So I'll leave y'all with this is we can do two things here. we can think bigger, faster. And that's what I came away with, is I want to think bigger, faster, and I'm going to sprint and not crawl. Thank you again.
Okay, Gloria, thank you so much. You are just darling, and you're right. It's the synergy of the team, and it is amazing. So we appreciate you and getting on this big international Zoom for your first time. We're super proud of you. Okay, our next speaker I'm going to introduce is my sister, Suzanne. This has been the best year because I've been able to spend more time with my amazing sister. So I'm going to introduce you. Suzanne is down in South Florida. I wish you were sitting next to me today, but Suzanne has a whole bunch of reasons of why it's important to attend events. So Suzanne, I'm going to turn it over to you. Make sure that you're on.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Here you go ahead.
All right, little sister. Well, oh my gosh, I can tell you, first of all, I know why Debbie asked me to do this, and it's because I have over 50,000 reasons why people need to attend events. You see, this past July, I attended the first event ever that I had gone to in California. And the company was running this special promotion. They were running the Pacesetter program, which they're still doing now, awesome program. And they were also promoting the new app. And distributors could earn these raffle tickets if you used the app and if you became a Pacesetter, and I did both. So I get to the convention and they have this huge barrel on the stage. I mean, huge, 20,000 names. And what they do is they reach in and they pull out 15 names of people that are going to be eligible to win the Pacesetter car. Beautiful convertible car. You can see it up on the top of the screen. Loved it. I don't know how, but my name got pulled out of that raffle to be one of the 15 people eligible for that car. And Kim, too, the beautiful lady that was on a couple people right before me, she was up there, too. 2 people from our team, guys, out of 20,000 people, both of us for our first event. So somehow or another, but before the end of it, you know, there were a couple more things that we did, but I ended up with the one key that started this car. And I won this beautiful Pacesetter car at my first event ever. What kind of reason can you get for not going to an event? What better reason is there? It was shocking. And I have to tell you, you know, other than maybe my wedding to my husband, the birth of my kids, that had to be the most exciting day of my life. Not just for me, but look at the center picture there. That's our whole team. We were so excited as a team to win this together. And here's the unique part. The company at that time offered for me to either keep the car or trade it in for $50,000. And there's my 50,000 reasons, people. I took the money. And that has made a huge difference in my life. I was able to get a surgery that I needed and be able to pay for it. I was able to lower all of the college loans from my 3 kids who I think lived at college for at least 15 years or more. And, you know, for the first time in many, many years, it was able to give my husband and I some financial freedom to do some things that we've never been able to do before. So, you know, I will never miss another event. I've been to 2. And for everybody else, you can't miss these events, people. There are so many things that go on when you're there. Sometimes in this business, you know, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster because I get up on a high. You know, I've got all these distributors coming in and I've got all these customers coming in and everybody's getting it and they understand. And then all of a sudden I start getting a no and a no and a no and a no and a why are you doing this and what's going on? And my roller coaster just kind of streams down to the bottom. And when it gets down to the bottom, sometimes you sit there and go, okay, well, maybe this isn't for me. You know, maybe it works for other people, but it's not going to work for me. But here's the advantage I have, and here's the advantage you can have. If you go to the events, you have those along with your upline to lean on. Because I think back to the stories that I heard on that stage, and I'm just like, I'm blown away. I think I spent half the convention crying because I was just so emotional about the stories that I heard and the perseverance that these people had. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, my little no's, who cares? You know, eventually those no's are going to turn into yeses when people realize what they're missing on. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there to pick up those yeses when they're ready to go because, you know, this business isn't about me. It's not about individuals. And that's what I learned at these events. It's really about all the other people. It's about the changes that we can make in this world. And we can make those changes if we don't give up. So when my roller coaster hits the bottom, I think back to the events that I attend and I go, okay, get over it, get up, and get back to work. And that's exactly what I do. And I'm going to get there. My pace may not be as fast as others, and it's going to be my own path, just like every single person that's on here today. You're going to have your own path, but you will get there if you don't quit. So more than anything, I just encourage you guys, go to these events. If you haven't signed up for South Carolina, you need to get on the internet now and sign up. I signed up at convention because I said, I'm not missing another one ever, because they're life-changing. They were life-changing for me, and I know they could be life-changing for you. So thank you guys for having me today. I hope each and every one of you get more than 50,000 reasons, because you're going to get them whether it's going to be in a car or in the people or the friendships you make. But it's awesome. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Woohoo! Here, aren't we, girls? I've got our girls in the background. 50,000 plus reasons, you guys. I want everybody, as soon as we are done, to go sign up for Charleston. Sign up for Charleston. You will not regret it. They're motivating. They are inspirational. And just like all of us, you will never want to miss an event. All right, we're going to turn it back to you. Thank you for having us this morning. Everybody have a great day.
Deb, thank you so much. You just have an incredible team. I've written down a bunch of notes. For Suzanne, stay even keel. Don't get too high, don't get too low. And the phrase or the term that I want you to write down is marry the process, divorce the results. Okay? And that has helped me stay even keeled, throughout this journey to Master Pro 10. I'm really excited, for Suzanne. I'm excited for Gloria, and I'm excited for Kim, because you are the future leaders of that team, and you're being recognized on the efforts of all your hard work through your leaders, Abby and Deb. Their motto was lead with love. Folks, listen to me. That epitomizes what that team is all about. And they talked about the importance of attending events. Well, are they important? I mean, are you kidding me? So what I want everyone to understand, because Deb attended her first event, she's impacted lives, hundreds of lives in this last, 8, 9, 10 months. So it's what we call a non-negotiable. It's part of the business model. And that team certainly understands the importance of it. So I'm hoping for those of you that haven't had the chance to experience what they're talking about, you want to experience it in Charleston. Yes, it's going to be a lot closer, if you live on the East Coast than it was going out to Salt Lake City. So please start, making arrangements now, so it's not that much of a burden when it comes in February. Okay, so thank you so much for your time this morning. All of you are just incredible leaders, and Jill and I and our entire team are so thankful for all of you. You just truly add value to our team.